Hey guys, it's Chris here. How you doing? I hope you're all well on this miserable overcast Tuesday. I'm in a good mood though, here to talk to you about my new camera that I picked up at the weekend. Been looking for a new camera for a while now, been doing lots of research on YouTube over the last couple of months, and having spent many an hour looking at different reviews of all different types of cameras, been able to make hopefully a good informed decision and decided finally on the Sony A6500, which I picked up on Saturday from London Camera Exchange in Bath, which isn't too far from where I live. I'll do a detailed review on this camera at a later date when I've spent a bit more time with it, but some headlines on this: it shoots 4K. That was one of the biggest considerations when choosing the camera. Shoots 4K at 24 frames a second. This also shoots HD 1080 at 100 frames a second to give you that really buttery smooth slow motion. It's got an APS-C sensor, so it's a crop sensor, 24 megapixel. ISO goes from 100 to 25,600. It's got 11 frames per second continuous shooting and the best autofocus available on the market for this type of cameras. One of the reasons that I went for this camera was the autofocus. They've built in 425 phase detect autofocus points on this camera, so it's incredibly quick and incredibly accurate. 0.5 seconds is the typical range that we're looking at in terms of the autofocus capability on this. So it's really good. I also picked up, again after looking at lots of reviews, finally decided to pick up the Sony 18 to 105mm f4 lens. It's a constant aperture lens. It features power zoom and inbuilt optical stabilization as well, which accompanies the 5-axis stabilization that is present in the camera. So I think the two are a really good combination. Obviously, being an f4 lens, it's going to be limited in terms of its low light capability and getting that really rich bokeh effect. If you compared that to like a 35mm f1.8 prime lens, it's not going to do so well in low light and with the bokeh effect compared to that. But I wanted a good all-round lens and I wanted zoom capability as well, and this has, as I mentioned, constant aperture all the way through the focal length of this lens. So really pleased with that. I shot some test video at the weekend just in the woods with my daughters running around and got some really nice shots. You can go and watch that, and a few of those shots I messed up because I forgot to set the white balance in between switching through different modes on this camera. So one thing that I've been able to do is set this up with the memory recall so that I can go to option 1 or 2 and switch between basically 4K and 1080 at literally the flick of the dial. So that's really good, but one thing I need to remember is to set the white balance as I do that, because it resets it. So yeah, really impressed so far with this. I'll do a full review once I've had a bit more time with it. But really looking forward to getting out in some decent weather and stretching the legs on this, see what it can do. So thanks for checking in, guys. It's just a short one today to let you know what I'm up to. I'm really looking forward to shooting some nice 4K footage with this and getting that to accompany the nice video that we shoot with the Mavic, obviously, which is also in 4K. And yeah, just looking forward to getting a bit more familiar with this, and hopefully it will vastly improve the quality of my videos. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for checking in again. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit the notification button so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. Until next time, guys, fly safe, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.